Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's me, Aaron Collins, and this is another edition of me addressing worldly issues in a godly way. I certainly hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to get through with the commentary real quick, and so everyone can go on and get on with their lives. So, I was listening today to a live stream from Young Pharoah. You know, Young Pharoah, he's had an interesting guest on his panel. He was interviewing a young lady named Judy. I can't pronounce her last name, but anyway, she was saying some interesting things. She was pretty much confirming some stuff that I've actually said before in the past, involving Rona, involving this entire situation with this pandemic. And she was saying a lot of common sense measures. Is basically along the lines of exposing Anthony Fauci and the Gates Foundation, and basically talking about how a lot of common sense measures that we all know about. And while he was interviewing this young lady, he was also expressing his defense of Donald Trump. And in the past, these last few weeks, I've been hearing that Young Pharoah has been being put on blast for supposedly defending Donald Trump. But when I listened to him talking about the things as far as he's talking about defending Trump about, and as far as defending Trump just overall, I was analyzing his words, and Young Pharoah was making sense about some things. Basically, in so many words, what he was saying is that he wants to be the representative of the black community, because he expressed that he is for his people, but bringing our issues to the Trump administration. And it got me to thinking that I know in the past I've been critical of Trump, and in some ways I still am over a lot of his policies. But I had to do some thinking about what he was saying, and he was saying basically along the lines of like having a sit down with this man and talking to him. And I asked it, and I asked this question too: how many of us are actually willing to sit down with Trump if the situation arose like that, and if he wanted to actually just sit and have a talk with someone? How many of us would be willing to sit and have a conversation with him, sit and talk with him about whatever issues that are pertinent to our community? I mean, let's face it, we know of his racist policies in the past. We get that. We get the whole thing with Russia. As a matter of fact, the whole Russia situation, that's really not even my business. Okay, whatever, collusion. Okay, that's not even cracking the surface of what I'm trying to talk about. The point that Young Pharoah was making is that how many people are willing to sit and actually talk with Donald Trump about what's affecting us? You see, Pharoah was saying that he still represents the black community. He's still aware of the issues that are affecting the black community, but he also wants to talk about issues that affect us all as an overall human community, but yet he still has the black community at the forefront. I know what I just said was a mouthful. I know it's confusing what I'm saying, but you get the gist of what I'm talking about as you begin to muse on this video. But anyway, what he was doing, it makes so much sense. It makes a whole lot of sense as in the things he was talking about, the things he was saying. And the young lady that he was interviewing, she was talking about how her career was pretty much ruined, and she suspects Anthony Fauci and his cronies of doing it, and how her life has been threatened. I mean, when you expose people, when you expose certain things, when you expose certain events, you're going to get some pushback on it. And she's aware of that. But yet, she was actually saying some common sense things that I've actually said in the past about not watching the news, of washing your hands. Basically stuff that we normally need to be doing anyway. And to stop listening to all these so-called experts. I've done videos on this myself. And the same holds true. Stop listening to all these people who claim to know about Rona and about how it started and the so-called cures and stuff. All these folks, I put it to you this way: people who seem to have all the answers, ask them for proof. What are your findings? What kind of stats do you have? I mean, what I'm supposed to just believe you and take your word because you said it. Anyway, I've said this before. A lot of these people want to seem important. They want to sound off and impress people. But I was glad to actually watch Young Pharoah today, and like I was saying, he's been in the past. He's been put on blast and stuff for his personal stand for Trump. But once again, that is his personal stand. But I'm understanding why he's doing it. I'm getting it. Basically, what could be wrong with just sitting down and just having a talk with people? Okay, it's going to be some people that we don't agree with. It's going to be some people who we may butt heads with. Okay, well, let's sit and have a conversation. I mean, even the Bible says, come, let us agree. Let's reason together. So let's come to some kind of crossroads to see what we can do in the middle. There is a middle ground. Anyway, everyone, let me know what you think about this video. Get in the comments, and I'm sure you will. Hit the bell icon, be notified when I drop more videos. Follow this channel. Please share this video out. Support the channel financially at paypal.me/TheRealAaronCollins, as well as patreon.com/TheRealAaronCollins. And you already know the rest. And everyone, let's stop with this meaningless bickering and stuff. I mean, one thing I will say about the black community, and I love my community. I mean, I enjoy us as a people, but I gotta push back. I gotta say this. Sometimes we can get on each other's nerves. Sometimes the things we do, it bothers me that we have so many complaints. We come for each other all the time. But when it comes time to actually put in some real solutions, do some real things, no one's nowhere to be found. It's like some of us would rather just complain, and when someone comes with something, you want to criticize them for coming with some real tangible evidence, some real stand-up facts. Anyway, guys, you know what you need to do. Now, everyone, just have a safe weekend, okay? Go out there. If you have to, take a walk. Staying home is not a bad thing either. I mean, sometimes it's good to stay home and relax. I know I'm one to speak, and because I'm actually speaking to myself as well. But anyway, y'all know God loves you. I love you. Let's do life.